In this video, we are going to discuss about the effect of load on parameters of transmission line. So, which parameters of the transmission lines depends on the load? So, which are input impedance Zin, voltage standing wave ratio. Another one is the reflection coefficient. These three parameters depends on the ZL. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about how the selection of ZL influencing these three parameters. So as we know that what is the input impedance formula? Input impedance is equal to Z0 into ZL plus Z0 tan H gamma L divided by Z0 plus ZL tan H gamma L. So where gamma is equal to propagation constant, generally that is denoted as a attenuation constant plus J into phase constant, right? So if we are selecting the conditions such a way that attenuation in the propagation or in the transmission line equal to 0, right? When alpha equal to 0, gamma becomes J beta. That gamma substituted in the formula. So Zin is equal to Z0 into ZL plus Z0 tan H. In place of gamma, actually how to substitute gamma plus J beta. But if you are selecting the condition such a way that alpha equal to 0, that is attenuation in the transmission line is equal to 0, then we having the gamma as J beta into L divided by Z0 plus ZL into tan H. In place of gamma, you have to substitute J beta into L. As we know that, right? So we can take the J out, H gets cancelled. So from the trigonometric conditions, Zn is equal to Z0 into ZL plus J Z0 tan beta L divided by Z0 plus J ZL tan beta L Hj. So can taken out and we can able to write Z0 tan beta L. Here also same thing we are applying. So this is the expression. In this expression, so simply we are consider the propagation constant. So now we are consider the different cases of loads. So for example, if the load is exactly short circuit, load is exactly short circuit. So load is exactly short circuit. What is the voltage drop across the load? Voltage drop across the load is 0 across the short circuit. That means impedance offered by the load is considered as a 0. Means what is the voltage across the Z equal to 0? So where V equal to IZ, when Z equal to 0, voltage drop is also 0. Voltage drop across the load means load equal to 0 means where is the voltage supposed to be drawn by the load? So that is reflected back to the generator, right? So what is the current? The current absorbed by the load is maximum. So energy in the form of voltage completely returned back to the generator. The energy in the form of current is completely drawn by the load, right? So that means exact mismatching is taken place. When the ZL is selected as a 0, exact mismatching is taken place. Why? Because complete voltage is reflected back to the generator. Why? Because it's not able to draw any voltage. Voltage drop across the load equal to 0. But what about the current? Current allowed by that load is maximum. So there is no reflection in terms of current. We are having the reflection, maximum reflection in terms of voltage, right? So that condition is considered as a perfect mismatching, exact mismatching. When ZL equal to 0, in place of this mathematical equation, simply ZL substituted as a 0. When ZL equal to 0, this term becomes 0. This ZL equal to 0, this term is also becomes 0. So we are having simply in that equation, ZL substituted as a 0. So finally we got on numerator, we are having the J Z0 tan beta L divided by Z0. This term becomes 0 after substituting the ZL as a 0. So Z0 get cancelled. We are having the Z0 J tan beta L, or for convenience we can rearrange J Z0 tan beta L. This Z0 cancel. This Z0 is carries as it is, right? So this is the input impedance of the transmission line when ZL equal to 0. ZL equal to 0 generally considered as a short circuit. That's why these input impedance also represented as a impedance of short circuit, that is denoted as Zin measured at ZL equal to 0. So that equal to J Z0 tan beta L. So the presence of J representing the reactive nature of the input impedance. Reactive nature of the input impedance. Next, what is the other parameter which depends on the load? That is the reflection coefficient. By the definition, reflection coefficient is equal to reflecting signal divided by incident signal at the Z is equal to L. So from this, we derive the expression, that expression is equal to ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. In this expression, if you are substituting the ZL as a 0, we got minus Z0 divided by Z0, Z0 get cancelled, we are having the minus 1. That minus 1 represents what is the reflection coefficient? Reflecting signal divided by incident signal, that becomes minus 1. Means how these two signals are exactly in out of phase. That means phase difference between the incident signal and the reflecting signal is 180-degree phase shift to each other. Then magnitude of the reflection coefficient, if I consider, that becomes 1. Negative sign representing the both reflecting and the incident both are in out of phase 180-degree phase shift, but generally we consider the magnitude of the reflection coefficient, that is equal to 1. Then what is the other parameter which depends on selection of the load, that is ZL? Another parameter is the standing wave ratio. By the definition, standing wave ratio is equal to V max divided by V minimum. So where V max divided by V minimum is equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient divided by 1 minus reflection coefficient. So in that, if you are substituting the magnitude of the reflection coefficient, right? So magnitude of the reflection coefficient, if I consider 1 plus the reflection coefficient magnitude is 1, 1 plus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 equal to infinity. Standing wave ratio becomes, consider the case 2. Case 2 means load considered as a infinity, open circuited. In a previous case, we consider the load as a short circuited, ZL equal to 0. Now we consider the ZL as a infinity. When ZL selected as a infinity, that is like a open circuit, then how the input impedance is? Then input impedance is equal to, this is the formula for the input impedance. Then in this formula, just we can take the ZL as a common term. From the numerator and denominator, we can get the, when the ZL is taken common, we got the 1 plus J Z0 divided by ZL tan beta L divided by Z0 divided by ZL plus J tan beta L, right? So now ZL get cancelled. Now ZL substituted as a infinity. 1 divided by infinity becomes 0. So 0 into this entire term becomes 0. So this entire term becomes 0. Here there is no ZL term in this. After taking the ZL as a common, so Z0 divided by ZL becomes 0. So therefore, then Z0 into 1, this term equal to 0 divided by, right, this term equal to 0. What is the remaining term? J tan beta L. So Z0 divided by J tan beta L. So that can be written as 1 divided by tan beta L is equal to cot beta L. 1 by J is nothing but minus J. So therefore, Zin equal to minus J Z0 cot beta L. So this is the input impedance when ZL equal to infinity. That's why this Zin is also considered as a open circuited impedance, that equal to minus J Z0 cot beta L. Then for that case, what is the reflection coefficient? The reflection coefficient is equal to ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. ZL is taken common. We are having the 1 minus Z0 divided by ZL. Here also ZL is taken common. 1 plus Z0 divided by ZL. So from numerator and denominator, ZL get cancelled. The remaining terms are 1 minus Z0 divided by ZL, 1 plus Z0 divided by ZL. Then we are substituting the ZL as a infinity. 1 divided by infinity becomes 0. So this term vanished. This term is also vanished. So therefore, what is the numerator term? only 1. Denominator term is also 1. So therefore reflection coefficient equal to 1. What it means, when the ZL equal to 0, so which wave is reflected? Complete voltage is reflected. Why? Because the load is not able to draw any voltage. Voltage drop across the load is 0. So that therefore the complete voltage is returned back. But whereas in ZL equal to infinity, what is the voltage drop across the load? Voltage drop across the load is maximum. Complete energy is drawn. But what about the current? Current is equal to 0. So that means energy in terms of current is completely returned back to the generator. So in both cases, maximum reflections are taken place. When ZL equal to 0, maximum voltage reflections are taken place. When ZL equal to infinity, we got the maximum current reflections. Both are considered as a perfect mismatching of the load, right? So this is the, but both the signals, reflecting signal and incident signal, both are in phase, right? We're not having the negative sign. Magnitude equal to 1. So therefore, what is the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient divided by 1 minus reflection coefficient. The reflection coefficient equal to 1 here, that is substituted here. The standing wave ratio is equal to 1. The standing wave ratio is equal to infinity only. 1 plus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. So that is equal to infinity, right? So in both cases, when ZL equal to 0 and ZL equal to infinity, both cases, what is the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio is infinity. That means voltage levels or current levels at any space, if you are measured, those levels are very, very high. Why? Because maximum voltage is written back when ZL equal to 0. Maximum current is written back when ZL equal to infinity. Therefore, so standing wave ratio is very, very higher value. Standing wave ratio is equal to V max divided by V minimum, right? So the maximum levels are taken place, or I max divided by I minimum. So then case 3 we are considered. And then what is the case 3? This is the most desired or required case, right? So practically we are not selecting the ZL as a 0 or ZL as a infinity, but most of the cases we are selecting the some constant load. If the constant load is exactly matched with impedance offered by the transmission line, that is the characteristic impedance, such a case, when ZL equal to Z0 is selected, then what about the input impedance? Input impedance is equal to Z0. ZL is replaced by Z0. So Z0 plus J Z0 tan beta L divided by Z0 plus J Z0 tan beta L. So numerator Z0 plus J Z0 tan beta L. Z0 as it is. ZL replaced by, how the ZL is selected? Z0. So numerator, denominator both are same. Zin exactly equal to Z0. If the load is exactly selected as a characteristic impedance, simply the impedance of complete closed path or closed circuit is characteristic impedance, right? So in this, maximum energy drawn by the load, there is no chance of reflections. That is concluded with respect to reflection coefficient. So what is the reflection coefficient? Reflection coefficient is equal to reflection divided by incident, that is obtained as ZL minus Z0 divided by ZL plus Z0. ZL is selected as a Z0, therefore Z0 minus Z0 divided by Z0 plus Z0. Z0 minus Z0 is the 0, 0 divided by anything becomes 0. The reflection coefficient equal to 0. One thing you have to clearly observe, reflection coefficient equal to 0 means which signal becomes 0, right? By the definition, reflection coefficient is nothing but reflecting signal divided by incident signal. That equal to 0 means reflecting signal equal to 0. That is the meaning, physical meaning of the reflection coefficient as a 0. Then what about the next parameter, standing wave ratio? What is the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio is equal to 1 plus rho L divided by 1 minus rho L. So where rho L equal to 0 for perfectly matched, that is ZL is equal to Z0. In that, when the rho L equal to 0, 1 plus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. So we got the 1 divided by 1. So standing wave ratio equal to 1. That means V max divided by V minimum equal to 1. So V max equal to V minimum. So both levels are maintaining the same voltage levels, right? Standing wave ratio definition is V max divided by V minimum equal to 1, right? So in this, one thing you have to clearly note, right? So what is the ZSC? ZSC equal to, that is when ZL equal to 0. What is the ZSC? That means the Z in. So that is obtained as J naught tan beta L, right? What is the ZOC? That is when ZL selected as an open circuit. Then what is the Z in? Z in is equal to minus J naught cot beta L. If you are performing the multiplication of these two, it becomes, right, ZSC into ZOC equal to, right, just the product of these two. ZSC, ZOC equal to J into J becomes J square. We know the J square as a negative minus, right? Already negative sign is present. Product of these two if I consider. J into J minus of J into J Z naught square tan beta L into cot beta L. Tan beta L into cot beta L get cancelled. Tan beta L is the sin beta L divided by cos beta L. Cot beta L is the cos beta L divided by sin beta L. So both terms, the sin terms and the cos terms will get cancelled. So we got the minus of J square Z naught square minus of J square. J square itself minus 1. So minus minus becomes 1. What is the remaining term? Z naught square we got. So from that, what is the Z naught? So Z naught is equal to, from this, we can denote the Z naught in terms of short circuit input impedance and open circuit input impedance. This is also one of the important relation helpful to solve the problems from this, right? And one more important note you have to remember, when the load is perfectly mismatched, reflection coefficient value equal to 1, right? That may be the minus 1 or maybe the plus 1. So when load is exactly matched, what is the reflection coefficient? The reflection coefficient equal to 0. In objective question point of view, so the question may be rises like that. What are the possible values of reflection coefficient? What are the possible values of the reflection coefficient? 0, minus 1 or 1. Right? Magnitude wise, if you consider only two possible values. What are the two possible values? Either 0 or 1. When if you consider the standing wave ratio, if the load is perfectly mismatched, what is the value of the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio is infinity, which representing the maximum reflections are taken place either in the form of voltage or in the form of current. When the load is exactly matched, when the ZL is selected as a Z naught, such a case, what is the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio equal to 1. In objective questions, maybe the question rises, what are the possible values of standing wave ratio? What are the possible values of the standing wave ratio? So we may select the ZL as a 0 or ZL as a infinity, or maybe the ZL is exactly matched with Z naught. In three cases, what is the range of the standing wave ratio? The standing wave ratio is varying from 0 to infinity. So what are the possible values of the standing wave ratio? 0 to infinity. For perfectly matched, it is a 1, not 0. Perfectly matched, 1 is to 1. For a perfectly mismatched, infinity is to 1 or 1 is to infinity. So this is the condition you have to remember, right? So possible value of the standing wave ratio is 1 or infinity. 1 is to 1 or infinity is to 1 or 1 is to infinity. So whereas in a reflection coefficient point of view, consider possible values are 0 to 1, right? This is the how the effect of load on these three parameters, right? So these all relations are going to use it in solving the problems, right? Thank you.